Incoming audio transmission. Something's happening, Tenno.
Hello there, Tenno, and welcome to the Warframe Digest number 15. Today we're covering Devstream number 33 and pretty much nothing. Yeah, Devstream 33 came at an awkward time because update 14 was Thursday, and it was Thursday somewhere, and it released at 5 a.m. pretty much DE time, which was pretty awful considering these guys had to get up at 9, be back in the office at 9 or 10, and then get ready for the rest of the day and the Devstream at 2 o'clock. So, not really much to report, but they did play Update 14. They did show off a couple of things that they wanted to highlight. So, since there's no real big news, either stick around and I'll tell you what Update 14 has in store for you, or just come and hang out for the rest of the video. Anywho, we start our day off with Update 14. How did it go? What is it? Is it interesting? Was it worth the hype? How, when, this and that? Well, as you can see before you, this is pretty much it. Like, it's the complete redesign. You can see the codex here. It's completely been reworked. You have a small little circle here that's a comms radio, and you can hear a lot of chatter, and it's very interesting to hear. There's also the market, which is a new terminal in the Lisette, and it's very interesting to have that all live and present in the world. There's also the navigation system, which has been completely reworked. At the beginning, I was like, this feels cramped, this feels nasty, it feels cluttered. It still feels like that in the back of my mind, but overall, it feels real nice. The way that you unlock new systems is by beating the bosses to get the nav cords from that system. And it's so refreshing to see these changes and things so organized. Seeing all your void keys organized in this circle, all the missions organized in these systemic circles as well. You have locked systems, you see the invasions, they each have little icons above them, and when you reclaim extractors, they pretty much don't auto-redeploy. I found out though that the void and the derelicts, if you do not have the key, the marker will disappear, but it's very easy to replenish the marker just by crafting another key. There's also the complete rework to the escape menu, and you can use this system anywhere, and you can just cut to your arsenal, your foundry, your navigations, and it's just amazing, in all honesty. I'm still a little jittered by the hype. It feels like a completely different game overall. If you were to first come and see this, it's like, what is this? Is this Warframe? Doesn't seem like Warframe. Especially when you go to the arsenal. It's just so clean. You have all this information always presented to you. So when you're modding your weapons, you see the whole entire grid chart of stats. You see them just always there. The carrier has his own little podium, so he's not always obstructing your Warframe. And I don't know what else to say. Like, Update 14 has been a massive facelift for the game, and for better or worse, it's well needed. Warframe has a new feeling of being more fluid, cleaner, easier to get into. It feels natural. Things here and there are a little weird for veterans, but it's just so different. You can jump from any system from here, even see your clan from here and organize it while anywhere. The party system is persistent, so you're always with the party no matter what happens after a void, after a derelict. You don't get disbanded automatically, which can be a problem for some, but you can just change your settings down here. And I've been jumping around the system, and like, look at this. Like, the foundry is just particles. The foundry has a massive facelift, and it feels a lot cleaner, a lot neater, and overall, I don't know, I'm just baffled left and right by this update. It's a massive facelift, well deserved. The hype was a little extreme. Then again, the makeover this game received just now was 800 megabytes in size, so it's been a big change for the game regardless. And there was an error with the Akzani, which were 200 morphics, and some people actually built it, and I'm not surprised. Some veterans have excess morphics. And then we have these items here, the genetic code template and the incubator power core. Well, what are these? Well, if you see here, they're Kubro items, and if Excalibur would turn his head around and it's like, oh look, what's that? Oh my god, the Kubro. Well, this is my Kubro, and some of you may recall that I did say I was going to name him Fido. And lo and behold, I did. And in all honesty, I'm quite content with Fido. I plat rushed him and everything. I really wanted to see how he is and get him in action, but he hasn't grown up. No idea how long it's going to take, but when he grows up we can get the imprints and start breeding them again. Apparently you could have multiple Kubros. I don't know what will happen when you run out of spots, but you need an egg, an incubator that requires an argon crystal, a stasis slot, which I'll get to in a second, and an active Kubro. An active Kubro is pretty much an egg that's on the floor, not having Fido there. So how do you switch a Fido for an egg? Well, you have to go to stasis. And you can see here, by default, you have 2 slots. I have a reserved slot because Fido's there and it's reserved for Fido. And I have an open slot for a spare Kubro. Well, to put him away, you have to put him in stasis. And I believe he doesn't grow in stasis, so I'm not going to do that because recovery is 3 hours. So I'm going to leave Fido there until he grows up, play with him, and then lather, rinse, repeat, get a second Kubro. But not real much else is to be presented. Like, the facelift is massive. The game has been reworked in such a way that it just feels more organic for some. The new player experience is incredible. The story and the lore behind it is phenomenal. I feel sorry for those that skipped it. It's a slight inconvenience, but it's well worth it. And you can play with Fido. Like, I forgot about that. Like, I'm playing with Fido, and that raises his affection towards you. And you have to keep them motivated and do extra damage. So, no real word on what the Kubros do. No one's seen them in the field, so nothing can be reported for that. So you have to stick around and see, because no one really has details for the Kubros right now. Hopefully some more details come out. I will put up a video of me running with my Kubro when the time comes. But for now, that's pretty much everything that I can immediately say for Update 14. The whole entire Solar Rail conflict is unavailable until Monday, when the conflicts are restarted. But for now, it's just a facelift, and it's kind of well deserved. It's been long needed, long deserved, and from here on out, we can only move forward. So until next time, Tenno, because no real big news from the Devstream. Just Update 14. Yeah. If you're on PC, go get it now. If you're on PS4, coming to a Sony console near you. No exact dates, no exact ETAs, but stick around. And maybe you can get some hints, tips, do's and do nots. And if you follow my channel, see my other videos, some minute spoilers you can skip over. Or if you're really antsy, you can view them now, or when the videos go up. So, that's Dark Freak from the Warframe Digest here. So, take it easy, have fun, and see you guys in game.